How's it going, everyone? My name is RaMTEID, and for today I have some Overwatch quick tips for you guys. Now these tips are just going to be general gameplay tips that you can do to really improve on your game overall. Now for the first tip, use the practice range. The practice range can be very beneficial for several reasons. The first reason is that it can help you acclimate to a particular character, especially if you haven't used the character at all. This can really help you get used to their abilities and their movements and such. Another major factor that really goes into a reason for why you should go to the test range is to get your sensitivity down. Find one that's comfortable for you because it can make a world of difference, and then practicing with that sensitivity as well. Now once you find a comfortable sensitivity setting, you can go around practicing with it, and what I recommend is jumping around, trying to get some weird shots going that you can get used to that you may end up doing in a game. Another thing as well is to aim for the head. Now something to be aware of is that not all of the heroes are capable of getting a headshot multiplier. But for the heroes that do have headshot multipliers, it can become a very vital aspect of their game because it doubles the output that you're capable of doing, and it can make you much more effective if you take a little bit extra time to aim for the head, or if you're just accustomed to snapping to the person's head and getting those quick headshots. There's a few things I wanted to point out really fast. If you go to the options menu and then go to the controls panel, there's a few options here that can really be an important factor that some people may not know about. For instance, if there's a particular hero that you want to change the crosshairs on, you can go select a hero, go to reticle, and then when it comes to the type there, you can change the crosshair to what you want. Now you can leave it on all heroes and change the crosshair there, and it will change it for all of the heroes at once. I don't really like that because I like the crosshairs on certain heroes, but it's still a feature that some people may not know about. Now also, within the same section, if you go down a little bit to the heroes part, it has some extra options for each character. Now, granted, not all characters have extra options, but some of them do, so it's worth taking a look at. So for Soldier, he has the option to hold to sprint or his allied health bars. Now, I don't use the hold to sprint. It's just something I don't care for. You can use it, though, if you would like. As for the allied health bars, I do use that. Now what that does is make it to where you can actually see your friendly's health bars at all times. That's really helpful for seeing who needs health and when, especially with Soldier, because in that way you can use his healing capabilities to help out your teammates much more efficiently. Another way that you can really work on your aiming, especially when it comes to headshots, is going to play and creating a custom game. Now one of the options you have here is to set it to where it's headshot only. Now what you can do with this is put a hero on the other team such as Ana, who cannot get headshots at all. So what it really does is make it to where they cannot damage you and you can damage them. But the only way for you to damage them and kill them is through headshots. So it really forces you to get headshots if you want to take the enemy characters out. Now another way to practice on these things is to go in and play against the AI. Now I don't recommend playing on easy, medium at least, just because medium's pretty easy to begin with. Now what I do is I'll play on medium with a new character, really trying to get used to their abilities and hitting them at the right times. After that, what I'll do is I'll play on hard and really try to hone those abilities a little more, just so I'm a little more comfortable with that particular character. Now what this does for me is it really allows me to build confidence with a particular character for quick play. That way I'm not going into it kind of blind. I know what to expect from the character. I kind of know a general sense of how to play with them. And it's really helped me out a lot. So for the final thing is just getting used to the map layout and how the game modes play and which characters are best on those. Now you can also go to websites such as overbuff.com, which I'll leave a link in the description for. Through sites like Overbuff, you can see which characters are good in particular situations when it comes to fighting other characters. For instance, with McCree, you can go in and see that he's good against Winstons, Tracers, and Reapers, so you know that if the other team has one of those characters or all three of those characters, then McCree may be a really good counter to use against them. So just a general overview, you want to practice, really get used to the character, and try to get your sensitivity down to something that you're comfortable with using, and then after that, try to get as many headshots as possible when you can, because it really can make all the difference in the world when it comes to taking out another character. And for me, really getting a sensitivity that I was comfortable with was kind of difficult. It usually is. But once you find one, it makes the game much more easier, and you can really start building from there and getting those headshots. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video and were able to learn something from it. And if you guys have any quick tips of your own that you would like to share, feel free to leave them down in the comments section below. I'd appreciate that. You guys have a wonderful day. RaMTEID out.